far as Canada is concerned, the relationship with New York State is one of our most important relationships anywhere in the world. You're the 10th largest economy in the world. We're pretty close to where you are. And when we take a look at $50 billion in two-way trade every year, that number says it all. But I think, as you've said more than once, it's not the numbers that describe the relationship. It's the centuries that we have worked together, lived together, and cooperated together. And you're one of the great champions of that history and that relationship, so we thank you. Thanks, Governor.
My gosh, the history of New York.
The history is incredible. This one time was the governor's office.
Yeah.
I'm a little envious that it got turned into the press room, but again, you mentioned something that's so important, and that is the trade relationship is critical.
Yeah.
And the amount of trade, I don't think people can appreciate how that impacts the cost of living in a place like New York, and certainly in Canada. But I have to be laser focused on what's happening to New Yorkers. And there has been a sense of anxiety now for a time period about the cost of everything going up, the cost collectively for a family of four going up anywhere from $1,300 to $3,000. And I'm working hard to put money back in people's pockets with my budget. And the last thing I want is to have the money taken out of their pocket with higher costs. And so let's continue the conversation, and we'll excuse our friends from the press, and we'll get going.